You want to call the police on them for having a barbecue on a Sunday.
I feel free. Back off.
I'm going to tell them there's an African-American man threatening my life.
Where was hers? Ma'am, you're getting too close. You
now that's where we have a problem.
Where?
I'm trying to help you, but don't do this.
Where was hers?
Don't do this. Don't do this. I don't know.
That is my point. My point is you don't give a. Hey, you need to walk away. That's fine. I don't give a.
Oh, hey, yo. Ma'am.
Get out of my store right now. Whoa. Get out of the store. That's fine. Get out of the store. Give a. Get out of the store. Get out of the store now. Fine. Get out of the store now. Listen.
Battery, assault, destruction of property, criminal trespass. So this particular Karen decided in the midst of conflict happens, we're human beings, that it was advantageous for her to start throwing snacks inside of that store. Now, here's the reality. She's acting in this way, and good doctor, correct me if you think I'm wrong. She's acting in this way because likely she is privileged. And someone has checked her out of control privilege. They've said no to her. She cannot accept a no. She cannot accept that somebody told her to get out. Not just somebody, but somebody who in her mind is not even at her status level. And so she acts out in a way that creates not only more conflict, but literally could create a criminal charge for her in the future. Now, we all can look at this from the outside and say, ma'am, every action you're committing to, you're losing more and more. You're not winning at all. So Doc, I wanna ask you, when you see things like this, you see Karens who receive a no, they're told you do have to leave now, and then they start being violent or destroying property. What thought comes to your mind?
Two thoughts. I mean, first of all, let me just say again, there's a context here. We don't know what caused this. So we're just looking at a snapshot of some bigger interaction, and I don't know what it is, but I would say the two thoughts came to mind watching the clip. First, of course, is exactly to your point, which is who gets to act this way, right? In other words, if a black man acted the exact same way, if somebody else acted that same way, where they just get to walk out of the store, society responds differently, and it then creates a feedback loop for who gets to act that way in the first place, depending on the stakes, the response. And so I do think you're right that I don't know if it's the case here, but there is a kind of performative aspect that gets just to the question of who gets away with acting like this and gets to walk out the door and who ends up, getting arrested right away. That's point number one. And point number two is, I understand we have, at least still at this point, a First Amendment of the Constitution, people can express themselves, but I do think one of the core rules we can all agree on is do not mess with the Skittles. I mean, you can throw the Tootsie Rolls, you can throw the peanut M&Ms, but if you're throwing Skittles, that is just, for me, completely unacceptable and out of bounds. And I do think she gets whatever is coming to her for that.
Fullest extent of the law, penalty here, all right? Let's put up the picture. I wanna highlight something else that was also a violation. Let's put the graphic up. Ma'am, you're too damn mean to wear that kind of sweater, ma'am. That's a nice ass bunny rabbit. Bunny rabbit has done nothing wrong ever. You are a disgrace to the bunny rabbit on your sweater. Such a cute rabbit.